Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. But wait, there's more. Here's hour 4 of the Kim Komando Show. I'm not one of these people. Maybe you are. I don't know if I've ever really understood this whole genre of people that call themselves Disney adults. That's right, Disney adults. These are grown men and women who are just super into Disney parks. They have the annual passes, the matching shirts. They love going to Disneyland and Disney World as many times as possible. So the question is, would you actually date one of these people? They probably have a tough time because they have to find somebody else who's really into Disney just like they are. So coming soon is a brand new dating app. It's called Single Riders. Basically, it's Tinder for Disney freaks so that they can hook up. And let me tell you something. You know you're a Disney adult when you see Goofy and you think to yourself, there's some style goals right there. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to America's largest show about all things digital, your most trusted source. Because after all, it's called The Kim Komando Show. And I am your beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again, with the sole purpose to make sure that you are enlightened and entertained and that you are always tech ahead, or else you're going to be left tech behind in the digital dust. And just a reminder, you can find my award-winning show on over 425 top stations, and we are streaming in your favorite radio app. And of course, you can get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast. So cool. Yes, you can listen wherever and whatever time that you want. Just search for Komando with a K, of course, wherever you get your podcast. And a big hello and salute goes out to all of our listeners on the American Forces Network Radio. This is so great, reaching over 375,000 U.S. service members. And of course, the Komando hotline's open right now for you at 1-888-825-5254. It's an easy way to join in all the fun and, of course, to get your tech questions answered, because after all, unlike those AI chatbots, you know the ones I'm talking about, they hallucinate, and I do not. But here's an insider secret. You can actually make an appointment to speak with me right here on the show by going to komando.com, and there's a link at the top that says Ask Kim. You know, every single day I dive into at least 35 or 40 different sources to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space. And here are 5 things that you need to know about right now. We're going to start with Apple. Let me tell you, they are just lucky. Management over there has stumbled badly. Were it not for Apple's other products and, of course, those big bank accounts, this could have easily brought Apple down. But let's rip back the curtain and just take a peek inside. Now, when I say that Apple's lucky, I mean that in a way that a doctor speaks with injured patients who survive what is normally a fatal accident. Let's talk about AI. Artificial intelligence is the 4th wave of the Industrial Revolution. And Apple's there just sitting on a park bench, waiting for the greatest invention of the century. It just goes racing by at 100 miles per hour. That's to quote the Wall Street Journal. They have totally missed that opportunity to build their own AI, and their one hope is to acquire a working AI product. Rumor is it's going to be Perplexity, and they're going to pay up to $40 billion for it. But let me tell you, that's a small price to pay to save the company. Yeah, and that's the truth. Moving on to number 2. This is something that drives me crazy. Distracted driving. The stats are super scary. If you look down at your phone for just 5 seconds while going 55 miles per hour, you've basically driven the length of a football field with your eyes closed. Now, here's where it really gets eye-opening. A new study out of Brigham and Women's Hospital found that teens spend 21% of every car trip staring at their phones. 1 out of every 5 minutes behind the wheel. So what are they doing? 65%, they say, is entertainment. Think picking out music, watching videos, posting on social media, while they're driving. 40% texting, 30% navigation. So, yes, the urge to stay connected is literally overriding safety. So if you have a teen driver in the house, have that conversation with them. I know it's not fun, but you know what? You may save their life. Moving on to number 3, when you rent a car, Hertz is now using an AI scanner to capture a 360-degree view of that car and will detect damage like scratches and dents. Now, Hertz says, this is for you, the customer. It'll speed up the rental process, and it adds transparency. Well, one customer got hit with a $350 charge for 2 barely visible dents, including one the size of a dime. And if you want to complain, sorry, there's no human to talk to, just an AI chatbot saying you still owe $190. Hey, they'll offer you a discount if you pay fast, like, say, a Vegas parking ticket. Wow, nothing phases these rental companies. So before you drive away from the rental car lot, just make sure you take a complete and thorough video of the car's exterior and also now the interior. Moving on to number 4, there's a guy by the name of David Slater I need to tell you about. He's a retired U.S. Air Force employee. Well, he fell head over heels for a mystery woman. Oh, loved her on this dating app. Well, maybe a little too much. He started leaking top secret Ukraine war intel to her. She pushed for classified details, asking things like, oh dear, what is shown on the screens in that special room? Or, beloved Dave, do NATO and Biden have a secret plan to help us? Or what about this one? My sweet Dave, thanks for the valuable information. It's great that 2 officials from the United States are going to Kiev. Sorry, Dave, if she's only in it for the highly classified intel, it's not love. Now he's facing 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And finally, this coming in at number 5, let's just take a look at some of the best science fiction movies over the last few decades to see how predictive that they were. Because so many times people were saying like, oh, this feels like movies coming to life, what's happening in the world with artificial intelligence. Well, everybody likes to talk about Back to the Future. It did offer some future tech, but there are better ones. Both Minority Report and Gattaca are a different story. Of course, Minority Report predicted touchless, transparent screens. They'll be here before the end of the decade. Eye scans, predictive policing, facial recognition, targeted marketing. Yeah, it's all here right now. Gattaca was all about designer babies, DNA-based hiring, genetic discrimination. The Net with Sandra Bullock, identity theft. And finally, the movie Her. Guy totally falls in love with his AI assistant. Yeah, people are doing that with AI apps like Replica and Character.ai. All right, coming up, I have so many great things I have to share with you. Like, for example, how hackers love your phone. There's a mail scam. It's kind of a crazy one. I have to tell you about that. And also police scanner apps. And, of course, just the best phone calls ever here on the Kim Komando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise, home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. You know, I just want to say thank you. A couple of years ago, I launched this newsletter called The Current. And not really knowing how much you guys and gals would really love it. But as it turns out, you so love it. It has a 5 out of 5 star rating over at Trustpilot, 5 out of 5 star rating over at Google Reviews. And if you haven't checked it out yet, it's a mishmash of deep dives and tech news and tips, device advice, things that are happening in the tech industry. And I write this thing for you every single day. No AI. It is me from you, so that this way you know exactly what's going on. So if you haven't already tried it, I have a secret to tell you about. And by the way, 650,000 folks get it every single day. The secret is that you can enter to win a brand new iPhone 16 Pro right now, a $999 value. And when you enter to win the contest, guess what? You're automatically signed up for my free newsletter too. And if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. But let me tell you, you're not going to want to. So here's what you need to do. Go to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. And I'm not going to sell, lease, distribute your email address to anybody ever. So don't worry about that. But again, I want you to enter to win a brand new iPhone 16 Pro. And by the way, if you were to get the current, you can also enter to win. What you want to do once again is to go to winfromkim.com. All right, joining me here on the Kim Komando Show is my cohort, my friend, Andrew Babinski, also the co-host on the morning show on KEZ 99.9 FM here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Kim.
We're both wearing red today.
I'm always wearing red. I mean, I'm a diehard Arizona Cardinals fan, so it's like 80% of the time I have this color on.
See?
I think you're just copying me now.
You
see how stylish and good it looks. You're just getting on the bandwagon.
Well, it looks good on me.
It's okay. We welcome you aboard.
We would do.
Me and the other 14 Arizona Cardinal fans.
I went to a Cardinals game. They lost.
Great story. Is that the one where you were texting me throughout because you were bored?
So bored. So bored. And I didn't even feel bad that Barry spent a fortune for these tickets. Like, is it over yet?
Can we go home?
What is it? You know, I saw something, speaking of sports, and I almost put it in the newsletter, the current where you can sign up at getkim.com, by the way, in case you want to do that. Join 650,000 folks who get Text Smart every single day, every single morning, about glass basketball courts. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, I thought for sure you would have seen that. That they started that the basketball courts are no longer going to be made out of wood. They're going to be made out of glass, and a type of glass that you can put LED lights underneath it. And so they can show logos and all this other stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I hope it doesn't change, the fundamentals of the game. They've been, parquet floors forever, and they're used to it, and they're used to dribbling on it and moving on it and running on it. As long as it's the same texture, who cares what's
underneath?
Say that
the tech has enabled it, and then, of course, they're looking at all the profitability.
Oh, of course.
It's just
going to be commercials all the time.
It's like boom, 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 boom. Coming from Germany. German tech. All right, you ready to take some phone calls?
Let's do it.
All right. Gene, it just says in the Midwest. Okay.
Oh, we've narrowed it down to a third of the country.
Okay. Hi, Gene. Glad to have you with us. It doesn't look good from what I see. It just says romance scam.
Yeah, it's not good at all. And the reason I wrote in to you was because I had heard about the gentleman that lost about $900,000. And I wanted to share my story to hopefully prevent others from getting involved with similar situations.
Yeah, so what went down?
Well, it was during COVID. I was lonely, so I got online and found some people I thought were my friends. And they got me into some stuff and stuff I shouldn't have been into. And I didn't want others to get involved in stuff like that as well. That's why I contacted you.
So what kind of stuff was it?
I had a couple of different things. They were it was a romance scam, and then there was also an investment scam.
So how did the romance scam start?
We were just playing an online game, and then, hey, let's talk over on Google Chat. And next thing you know, we're chatting all the time and doing some phone calls and everything.
Is it okay if you say the name of the game you were playing?
What's it? Words with Friends.
Words with Friends. Wow.
Yeah,
they're going after people playing Words with Friends now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so was this gentleman everything that you hoped he would be when you guys were playing? Did he promise to marry and love you forever?
Of course.
Yeah.
And then how long did it take before he started asking for money?
About 6 to 7 months.
Whoa.
That is the long con right there.
That's a long time.
But what he was doing, rather than just asking for money from me, was he was having me accept money from friends who didn't have the savvy to send it to him via Bitcoin. So I was an intermediary, and therefore I've been indicted.
So you didn't lose a ton of money. You're in trouble with the law.
I'm in trouble with the law. I lost about $200,000.
And then, so you were doing money laundering.
Money laundering and illegal money exchange.
And in real time, when your quote unquote boyfriend was asking you to accept, did you know what the funds, that they were illegal funds, that it was dirty money?
I had no idea.
How did you know? Did the Secret Service contact you?
Yes, they did. And they raided my home.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And so what's going on now?
Court hopefully will be this summer. If I am convicted, it's up to 29 years and $900,000.
What are your lawyers saying? Are your lawyers saying that you're going to be able to fight this on the angle of you were scammed?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It'll be a jury trial, and it'll be entirely up to the jury. And we know how juries can go one way or the other real easily.
But what's in your favor is you have transcripts. You have months of transcripts of conversations between you and your, again, I'll say quote unquote boyfriend, where he's asking you to do these things and also telling you how much he loves you and how much time you're going to spend together forever.
Yes. But I willingly moved money. That's where the Secret Service is after me. Yeah.
And do your lawyers have any hope that that there's something that the jury can vote, can say, like, this woman was just in trouble. She was in the middle of a scam. And I mean, gosh, 29 years and $500,000 if you're convicted.
Yeah. I've hired a professional witness who is hopefully going to convince the jury that I was a victim. I was not part of this. They've got me as a co-conspirator right now.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, this is
it's awful.
Yeah, it is awful. And it's taking the online scams to the absolute next level.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
How much money did you move around in the end?
About $300,000.
Oh, my gosh.
That's big time money.
It is. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Jean, thank you for telling us your story, and thanks for coming on, because if we can just save one person
absolutely
from falling for one of these scams, money laundering, and now look where this has taken this woman's life. It's complete devastation.
But these scammers come at you from all angles, whether they're wiping out your savings account or they're making you part of illegal federal crimes.
Okay, what do we always say? If somebody asks you to go to a different chat platform,
it's a scam.
It's a scam. Bottom line.
They do it every single time.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
All right. Before we go back to all your phone calls and all the other good stuff, Amazon sells about 15 million products, and not all of them are eligible for returns. So, Andrew, what do you think is not eligible for a return on Amazon?
Lingerie and underwear?
No.
You can return underwear?
Yeah. Okay. Hazardous materials.
Wait a minute. You can't return hazardous materials, but you can. There could be hazardous materials in the underwear
sure.
once they become used.
That would be awful. You can't take back prepaid gaming cards. Okay?
Well, that one makes sense. All gift cards are non-returnable.
No downloadable software. Can't return that. And insects.
I should have guessed insects.
Yes, you didn't guess that. See, this is a fun fact that you can take with you for the rest of your days and say, let me tell you about something you can't return to Amazon. And people will look at you and be astounded about how intelligent you are.
Oh, my gosh. I am going to impress ones of people out there.
Okay. All right. Maybe not. All right. Let's see. Leroy in Reno, Nevada. Hi, Leroy. Glad to have you with us. What's going on?
The reason I called is you're the one person I trust. I have some lyrics that I wanted to put to music, and I was wondering, there's all these apps online that you can download that will do that, and I just want to know, is there a safe one?
Now, in order for Andrew and myself to come up with the best app for you, the best AI platform, because there's several out there, is that we need to have some more information from it. And it would really help if you could sing the song, just sing part of the song. What do you think, Andrew?
Oh, absolutely. We need that inspiration to actually come up with an answer. Right now, we're clueless.
Yes. So if you could sing just a little bit of the song for us, that would help.
Moonlight on the mountainside, cascading through the trees, bring the sweet smell of cedar, bringing you right back to me. That's one of the stanzas.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Is this a country song, do you think?
Yeah, I would like it to be a country song. It's kind of in memory of my son who passed away.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll read the last stanza if I can real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I miss you more than life itself, and one day we will be together walking side by side into eternity. So I was just thinking if somebody could put up a tune to that and sing it.
Well, there's a great AI app called Suno, Suno. And you can type in a prompt if you want, a mood, a theme. You can say country, and you can put in your own lyrics, and then it'll just come out with a song.
It's funny that you called in with this question this week, because just this week, my girlfriend's youngest daughter is on a club softball team, and they all posted their bios on Instagram. So I went to Instagram, took all the bios, put it into ChatGPT. I said, I need you to write me a rap hype song. It wrote it. I took that, put it in the software I use.
What did you use?
I use ilovesong.ai.
Okay.
I've never researched it to know if it's safe. It's probably scraping all my information and selling it to China.
Yeah.
But it spit out a song in about 3 minutes, and it turned out amazing, and the kids went wild for it.
Wow. See, then can you put that on like SoundCloud or Spotify and start making money off of it?
Well, it's specific. It's a song about the girls. So I'll get at least 14 downloads. Okay, I think that's where we're going to cap.
That's true. It doesn't have that big mass appeal.
Not really.
Like if I were to sing.
Yeah, if you wrote a song, oh yeah, mass appeal.
No, if I were to sing the song.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be mass appeal either.
Yeah, Leroy, you don't want me to sing. It's bad. When you get done, send us a song. I'd like to hear it.
We'll play it.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. It'd be so good. And we're sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Sonia in Columbia, South Carolina. Hi there, Sonia.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. What's going on?
First of all, thank you for having me on your show. My mom has been following you since the 90s. So
good.
I've kind of grown up with you, and you just didn't know, right?
You know what? And let me tell you, I wasn't happy about what you did as a teenager, but now that you're grown up, you've really redeemed yourself.
You. And it's all because of you.
Yes. Oh, yes.
She, I was a teenager, and I would get Kim Commando, and I'd be like, rebellious, like, whatever. Like, okay, Mom. And then obviously now I'm older. And, and Kim Commando rocks my world. So thank you so much for having me.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
So I was trying to do a search on Google for an autogenous vaccine for humans. And I was only coming up with information in the United States and not a whole lot of information. And I thought there's got to be a way that I can search globally for this. So a little bit of the backstory is my grandmother. Well, I have an autoimmune disease. And it stems from Sjogren's, and it's a rare, inflammatory myopathy, myositis disease. So I am it's pretty debilitating. And come to find out, my grandmother in the 1950s, also had this, and she had just given birth to my aunt, and she owned a pharmacy, and she had similar issues where she couldn't really do anything with her muscles, her arms. She couldn't hold her baby. And so they took her to Baptist Hospital in Winston-Salem. They took her to Duke Hospital. Nobody could figure out what was going on with her. And so because she and my grandfather owned a pharmacy, their primary care physician was right next door. And he was like, I know you guys have looked for everything. I did this study in Germany and on autogenous vaccines. Do you want me to try that on you? And she was like, anything to make me feel better.
For sure. So
they ended up doing it, and she went into complete remission. She lived into her mid-90s.
Wow.
To completely healthy. And so she had the same exact thing. But, it took me a while to figure out that there was a connection. My aunt, thankfully, has the memory of an elephant. And so now I'm on the search for a cure for me because I've been through everything, and I'm just continuing to get worse. And so I was trying to search the autogenous vaccine. Yeah, a Google search on that.
Yeah, I mean, you can specify countries in Google. You could say Google Germany, and then it will pop up, and everything will be in German. And there's normally in the upper right-hand corner when you do that, there's a link that says translated into English. You can also go into Google search settings, and there's something called region settings. And that's where you can say, do not use region-based results. But I want to do one better for you. Okay.
Okay.
I would fire up DeepSeek. And have you heard of DeepSeek?
I have not.
Okay. DeepSeek is a Chinese AI that has stolen every piece of anything that has been written from anybody around the world.
That's so harsh.
It's true.
Wow.
It's scraping it, as I use air quotes.
Stealing it.
All right.
Okay. And I have used DeepSeek with great results. I had to have it analyze 58 gigs of data. Okay. That would have taken a human 3 weeks to do, that it did in 30 minutes.
Okay.
So with DeepSeek, everything that you just told me, I would put it into DeepSeek.
Exactly. Tell that exact same story that you just told us.
Okay.
And it will come back. I guarantee you, it's going to come back with something. And by the way, if you're going to be using DeepSeek, keep in mind, I don't know what else it's getting on your computer. I mean, it is China. I only use it on a Chromebook. That's the only thing that I do with it.
Okay.
ChatGPT, I would pay $20 for ChatGPT Plus. When you do that, you get a button that says deep research. You click that button that says deep research, and it's going to go out through PubMed, ResearchGate, the World Health Organization, Europe PMC. It's going to go anywhere it can go to give you the information that you need. It's going to go everywhere.
Perfect.
And then when it gives you back this report, that's when you can say, I want to know more about this. I want to know more about this. What can you find about this? What in the 50s, there was this research that was done in Germany. Maybe it was Austria, wherever you can find anything, come back and tell me. And I guarantee you, it's going to be amazing.
And another tip when you're doing that, you don't have to sit there and read the entire document. Just ask ChatGPT, hey, what are the mentions of Germany here? What are the mentions of viruses from mussels? Whatever it is, and it'll find the exact section for you and pinpoint it, so you don't have to sit there and read the entire research.
Do you have what you need?
So DeepSeek, obviously, I wrote some notes down, ChatGPT, and then the deep research is what I'm going to look into.
Yeah, and you're going to need the ChatGPT Plus in order to get that deep research, $20 a month. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to call me back. I want to know exactly what happened. I want to know what you found out, if you were truly able to figure out what that vaccine was that your grandmother took in the 1950s that led her to have a healthy, long life.
I bet you she will. She's going to find it.
She will. Let me tell you something. If you're still getting login codes via text on your phone, you need to stop that. It's so 2010. It's a huge mistake when it comes to your online security. Because here's what happens. You type in your password, you get this 6-digit code via SMS or texting, you enter it, and you're in your account. But let me tell you something, you're not safe. Hackers have figured out how to steal those codes. It's got a special name, SIM swapping. A scammer tricks your phone carrier into transferring your number to their device. And let me tell you, once they have it, they receive all of your text messages, including those super important security codes that let you get into accounts. But Once they do that, they can log into all your accounts. So what should you use? Glad you asked. You want to ditch the whole text messages and use something called an authenticator app. There are 2 free and trusted ones, Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator. They don't send the codes to you. They generate them on your phone, and it changes every 30 seconds, so hackers and snoops can't get them.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
All right. Have you ever thought about what happens to your luggage when you lose it and nobody can ever claim it?
Yeah, it's gone forever.
No.
No?
It's sold at a place called Unclaimed Baggage. They've been doing it since 1970. And they just put out their found report, their annual found report of the strangest things that they have found in people's luggage.
Oh, I bet you some weird stuff.
Oh, you got to know it. Hey, Sunny, thanks for being here.
Hi, Kim. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. So did you actually find a suit of armor?
We sure did, and this was not the first time. We have found multiple suits of armor over the years.
And I guess, so where would you use that, Andrew? What do you think?
Oh, that's just, if you're going out to a nice fancy dinner, you want to wear a suit.
Yes, suit of armor.
And you're in a bad neighborhood, so you need to be protected. It totally makes sense.
So what else is on your list?
And so, yeah, what you're saying is what we like to say is that every bag and every lost item tells a story. And so the fun part of that is imagining what it could be. But this year we captured what we like to call our top 40 finds that were the most wild, wonderful, or weird. Let's see. There was a real movie script from The Goonies. Oh. We found a glass eye, a toilet seat. Let's see, a $10,000 suitcase worth valued. Goodness, it's just, that is the top question that we get at Unclaimed Baggage is what's the coolest or most unique thing you've ever found? And we definitely have some stories to tell.
The toilet seat, I guarantee you, is from a germaphobe. Anytime they have to go to a public restroom, they just change it out with their own.
Okay. Chicken feet?
A freeze-dried chicken foot. That was one of my favorites, I think. That came directly from one of our baggage managers when I asked her, what's the weirdest thing that you found this year? And she said, it has to be the freeze-dried chicken foot. And I still don't know if that is, a type of delicacy eaten somewhere,
no
or
idea.
if it was for a pet or what, but how funny is that?
There's only one way to find out. You got to try it. Take a bite.
Right?
And so you guys, you collect all this stuff that you find in luggage and then you sell it.
Sure. So Unclaimed Baggage, we are the nation's only retailer of lost luggage. So there's a physical store in Northeast Alabama and an online store at unclaimedbaggage.com. And so airlines are successful in reuniting bags over 99.5% of the time, but we have partnerships with them. So for bags that go unclaimed, we buy them, they're brought to our facilities, and then we start going through the contents and finding all of these wild and wonderful things to either sell, recycle, or donate.
Okay, which, so this is a word to the wise. If you're going to be packing your toilet seat with you, bring it on your carry-on.
Right, it's important.
It is. Hey, Sonny, thanks for joining us. All right, you hear the sirens and the flashing lights, and you're thinking, what the heck's going on? Well, that's when you can use a police scanner app. One to try is the 5.0 radio police scanner. It's free. It covers local, international channels, even a guide to some shootouts. Yeah. Next is Police Scanner Plus, access to over 40,000 stations, and you can actually record the audio for playback later. And finally, Broadcastify. It gives you live access to public safety audio from all across the country. Have you ever tapped into those?
I remember back in the day doing real police scanners, like sitting around it like it was an old-timey radio listening to it. Most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, it's just boring.
Well, You know, they like big busts and they cannot lie.
All this. She only did this story for that joke. I'm telling
Not
you.
true.
I'm telling
Not true. Not true. Hey, coming up, there's a QR code diamond scam that's spreading. I'm going to tell you more about that here on the Kim Commando Show. All right. If you get a diamond in the mail with a QR code that says, scan this for the warranty, guess what? That's what's doing is installing malware on your phone and tracking exactly everything that you do online.
But it's a real diamond, right?
Oh, no. Yes.
No?
Of course. It's a whole scam. Okay. Could you imagine? Look what I got, honey.
It just came in the mail.
Oh, lucky me.
It was this in the Sears catalog.
Enter to win a brand new iPhone 16 Pro. It's a $999 value at winfromkim.com. And that's the end of hour 4. But I'm sure in your podcast player, there are some shows that you haven't listened to. Come on. Just fire up your podcast player and get more tech know-how, whether you're walking or on your commute or whatever you might be doing.